It began the way these things always did, quietly. On a warm Tuesday evening in Cedar Falls, Ohio, the sky was streaked orange and violet, the kind of sunset people posted online with captions about gratitude and peace. Traffic flowed steadily along Maple Avenue, a four-lane road cutting through tidy neighborhoods, and strip malls that closed early. Daniel Brooks drove with both hands on the wheel, 34 years old, high school history teacher, married, no criminal record. He'd stayed late grading essays about the civil rights movement. Ironic, he would later think, and now he was heading home, radio low, mind already drifting to dinner and his daughter's bedtime story. The red and blue lights flared behind him without warning. Daniel's stomach tightened. Not fear exactly, something more familiar. A reflex. A muscle memory passed down like an heirloom. He checked his speed. 35, the limit. He signaled, pulled over slowly, rolled down the window and placed his hands on the steering wheel. He didn't reach for his wallet. He didn't move. He waited. Officer Ryan Holt approached the car with his hand resting casually on his holster. License and registration. Daniel spoke calmly. Yes, sir. They're in my glove compartment. May I? Just get them. Daniel moved slowly. He'd practiced this motion his whole life. Holt watched closely. Too closely. The second officer, Mark Keene, stood back near the rear door, eyes scanning Daniel like he was an equation that didn't balance. You know why I pulled you over? Holt asked. No, sir. Holt leaned down. Your taillight's out. Daniel blinked. He'd checked the car that morning. Still, he nodded. I wasn't aware. Step out of the vehicle. Daniel froze for half a second. Is there a problem? He asked carefully. Holt's tone hardened. Step out of the vehicle. Daniel complied. Neighbors would later say they heard raised voices. Someone would say they saw Daniel's hands in the air. Another would swear he heard Holt yell, "Stop resisting!" though Daniel hadn't moved. What no one disputed was the sound, a sharp crack, then another, then screaming. When the ambulance arrived, Daniel Brooks was already unconscious. Blood pooled beneath him, dark against the asphalt. Holt told dispatch Daniel had lunged. Keene nodded silently beside him. A bystander had been filming. The video was shaky, imperfect, but devastating. It showed Daniel backing away. Hands up, voice shaking. I'm not resisting. I'm scared, please. Then Holt firing. 3 times. Daniel died at the hospital 47 minutes later. Cause of death? Internal bleeding from gunshot wounds. His wife, Naomi, collapsed when she heard. Their daughter asked why Daddy wasn't coming home. No one had an answer that made sense. By morning, the Cedar Falls Police Department released a statement. Officers were involved in a lawful traffic stop that escalated due to the suspect's non-compliance and perceived threat. Watch out for Part 2.